You're right there, Mark here for some more knowledge from the Fyreslayers in 3.0. We're going to be going over the on foot priest today. So I've already gone over the Rune Smiter Magma Drop in my Magma Drop video, but today we're going over the priests on foot. I won't be going over the prayers, the artifacts, or traits and stuff like that because I've already got previous videos for those. Okay, so this is going to be on the two main entries that you have. So let's carry on. So you've got the Rune Master and the Rune Smiter. They're both really useful. Okay, so let's carry on. So you've got the Rune Master who's 125 points. Okay, now I've written up some bits by means you want to have a read gander, or we'll be going through that entry as well. Okay, so 4-inch movement, 6 wounds, 4 up save, 8 bravery. Absolutely fine. You do, all your heroes have, or sorry, all your models do have a throwing axe. With the heroes, they look to be hitting one better. I will just double check for peace of mind. Oh no, some hit better, some don't. Okay, so just wanted to make sure that was correct. It's an 8-inch range, 1 attack, hit on 4, wound on 4. It's got rend 1 damage instead of no rend. The Brazen Staff is 2 attacks, 1-inch range, 4s, 3s, Rend 1, D3 damage. Basically, I'm going to smack you and burn you at the same time. I find it quite hilarious. But the reason why you take a Rune Master, there's two reasons. High Priest of the Zagrim. If this unit is part of a Fyreslayer army, it knows all the prayers from the Zagrim blessings in addition to other prayers it may know. So it knows all the Zagrim blessings, but also you can give it bless, curse, any of the generic ones, which is amazing. Wise counsel at the start of your hero phase, if your general is within 3 inches of a friendly Rune Masters, so multiples, so you can't stack this, you receive 1 command point. Okay, so if you had 2 of them and they were within 3 inches of your general, you still only get the 1 command point. But the great thing about this is very niche and nuanced. If he is your general, you always get it because you're always within 3 inches of yourself. I really like that. I really like the whole keep him up there, give him wise counsel, and so on and so forth. The prayer that he knows is Volcano Call. It's an answer value of 3, range of 18 inches. As the chanter is carrying a runic iron, you can re-roll the chanting roll for this. So it's a 3, re-roll it. Great. If it's answered, pick one terrain feature wholly within the range and visible to the chanter. Roll a dice for each model within 1 inch of that terrain feature. On a 6, the model's unit suffers 1 mortal wound. In addition, until the next hero phase, that terrain feature blocks visibility in the same manner as wild wood. That's really cool because there's a lot of terrain that is used by factions now. Sylvaneth have it. Flesh Eater Corps have it. The Ossiarch Bone Reapers. A lot of factions do have their own terrain, but it doesn't destroy the terrain or anything like that. It's not OP like that. It just makes it that if you huddle around this piece of terrain to do something, you could get burned, but also you're blocking line of sight, so you can't hide behind it and do pot shots through it if you have that option, which is great. I really do like that. Yeah, I just really like this. I really genuinely like this model. I love the model and I love what it does. Okay, it's got versatility to it. So let us carry on with the Rune Smiter, 135 points. Okay, so 5 wounds instead of 6. So it's 5 wounds, movement 4, armor save 4, bravery 8. It's got the throwing axe, which is the same, 8-inch range, 1 attack, 4s, rend 1 damage. The latch key, which is range 1, 2 attacks, 4s, 3s, no rend, 2 damage. Now, I do like that they've kept the tunneling ability. Okay, it's the exact same because it was so nice because Fyreslayers don't really have great maneuverability per se unless you have particular builds. So the magmatic tunneling, okay, instead of setting up this unit on the battlefield, you can place it to one side and say it's set up underground as a reserve unit. Then instead of setting up another Fyreslayers unit, you can place that unit to one side and say it will join this unit underground as a reserve unit. One unit can join this unit underground as a reserve. Okay, so one smiter for every unit that's under the tunnel. Okay. At the end of the movement phase, you can set this unit up anywhere on the battlefield more than 9 inches from an enemy unit. Then set up the unit that joined them only within 12 of this unit and more than 9 inches away from an enemy unit. Great. It's a great option. You're not going to have to use every single game, but it's great to have that in your back pocket. And you can put the smiter in the tunnel, let's say, and you could put some half-guard berserkers. Also Volkite berserkers. They pop up outside 9 inches, they try and charge. Or you can do some auric, half auric, the magma pike wielding berserkers. They just shoot. You don't need to worry about the charge. But also you can have it that you pop up. You don't have to be closer to the enemy unit. You can pop up like here and go, oh, there's an objective over here. I'm going to pop up my berserkers or something closer to the objective. There's a lot of versatility with this one, which I really, really do like. The runic empowerment, the built-in prayer that the smiter knows, okay, is an answer value of 3, 12-inch range. If the chanter is carrying a runic iron, or 18 inches if he's carrying a forge key. Okay, so you get to choose. Like before, yeah, so basically, if you have a forge key, you increase its range to 18. If you have the runic iron, it's a 12-inch range, re-rolling the chant. If it is successful, you pick a Fyreslayer unit wholly within the range and visible to them. Add 1 to their wound rolls for attacks made by that unit until your next hero phase. Really useful. Okay. It depends on your playstyle. Okay. If you want to have the reliability of the rerolls, go for it. If you want the extra range, so you can throw someone forward, go for the extra range. I would say, in all fairness, annoyingly, the model does actually have on his right hand does actually have 2 different options, like modeling options. So you do actually have a key, and you do actually have burning iron. So depending on the model that you do it with his wig and so on and so forth, you kind of got to play with it. However, if you do say to your opponent before game and you've written it down in your army list and stuff like that, saying, this game can I play using the runic iron? I do know it's modelled with the key. And you write it down, it's there, it's set in stone. I don't really see any problem with that, okay? But I do really like these options, okay? Like I've written there as well, the latch key's got an extra attack because previously it was 1 attack. And a lot of the heroes have now gone up to a 4 of armor save. So, in all fairness, I really do like both of these priests, okay? The Rune Master is just a great, great utility piece to stay near the general if you do have that option. If your general is a Rune Father or Magmadroth, don't really see the smiter staying up within 3 inches, okay? But also knowing all the Zargrim blessings and a core one built in. Yes, don't get me wrong, he can only chant 1 a turn unless he has a trait that allows him to chant 2. It's still really, really good. And having the volcano's call of going, oh, your terrain piece is now blocking line of sight and you're going to take some more wounds. It's really good. And then go into the Rune Smiter, going, I'm going to deep strike, bury up this unit with an entourage for free, as well as going, oh, the unit that it pops up with, or some point down the line, going, oh, you get +1 to wound. They're just really, really good models, really good utility pieces. But enough of me waffling on. I do hope that has helped you. If you've had an experience with these models in your own builds, your own games, please comment down below. I'd love to see what you found out with different synergies, different, traits, different abilities, different lodges, so on and so forth. But as always, thank you again for watching through, and I do hope to see you in the next one, and you all take care of yourself. Thank you again for watching through to the end. As always, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell notification so you're made aware of when new content comes out. Social media links have been put down below, such as Discord. Come over, chat with some great people. And the merch store and the hobby store are all up and running. So have a little gander, see what you fancy to help support the channel outside of YouTube. But as always, thank you again and take care.